Yeah, what's up, people? It's your boy, Mr. Ch. This is Sports Prediction Arena. Todd Boehly is actually a genius when it comes to negotiating deals. I think he's one of the best out there. Though he may have made a mistake, last season with the kind of signings he's made, signing Caicedo for £150 million, signing Enzo Fernandez for £105 million. But you also have to consider the fact that he gave those players a lengthy contract. And this is why so many people, he was the first person that exploited the loopholes in the financial fair play rule system. And right now, you see the kind of contract he's giving to players, 7 years, 8 years contract. Is a lengthy contract that would definitely cover the amount that he spent on those players. This is a very smart dealing. But that is not the reason why I'm making this video. The reason why I'm making this video is to let you know that Todd Boehly has adjusted from his pattern of business of last season to an entirely new dimension. What do I mean by that? Look at the players he has managed to brought in this time around. He has to rely on selling players. And do you know how many players that Chelsea have sold this transfer window? Players from the academy. They sold Carragher for €42 million, which is about £40 million. They sold Ian Marston for £37.5 million. And they sold Omari Hutchinson that only made an appearance for Chelsea, I think about a game or two that he played for the senior team. They sold him for £25 million. There are so many other deals that also follow. Michael Gordon for £5 million and rest of it. So Chelsea this time around are selling before they can buy. I've continued to say this. A lot of people are also saying, why do Chelsea need to pay £60 million for Joao Felix that came to Chelsea and failed? And also went to Barcelona and failed. The truth remains that Joao Felix never failed at Chelsea in his first stint. Chelsea actually wanted to retain him, but Mauricio Pochettino at the time said, no, I don't want him. He wanted to rely on Carragher, and that was why Chelsea did not sign Joao Felix. So this is a player that Chelsea has always wanted. But this time around, they've managed to add him, and they had him for just €18 million. That is how much the total amount that Chelsea paid for Joao Felix, because they had to use the money they got from Atletico Madrid, about £40 million, to be able to complete that deal. So Chelsea only spent about 18 to 20 million euros to be able to sign Joao Felix. There is no doubting the fact whether nobody can debate whether Joao Felix is better than Carragher. In fact, is a massive upgrade as far as football is concerned. So Todd Boehly has done very remarkable business in terms of the way he has learned from his mistakes in the previous transfers that Chelsea did since he took over, to the way he handles transfers this time around. Chelsea has shown interest in Victor Osimhen but has not made any official bid. Chelsea was patiently waiting for Napoli to make their move on Lukaku, so that in turn they will go for Victor Osimhen. But Napoli doesn't seem to be, reducing their asking price for Victor Osimhen. What did Chelsea do? Chelsea waited. Todd Boehly waited, waiting patiently, knowing that PSG, that was on the verge of signing Victor Osimhen, has withdrawn from signing him, leaving Osimhen with an option of either going to Saudi Arabia or coming to Chelsea. And from all indications, Osimhen has insisted that he wants to remain in Europe. Didier Drogba and Mikel Obi are working behind closed doors, trying to convince Osimhen to choose Chelsea. And Chelsea is, playing a very, very smart tactics in this situation by offering to take Victor Osimhen on loan. So right now, the Saudi Arabian club, Al Hilal or whatever it is called, has tabled about €75 million to Napoli, which Napoli have accepted. So what is remaining is for them to negotiate personal terms with Victor Osimhen before they will seal the deal. And like I've just mentioned earlier, Victor Osimhen is not interested in leaving Europe, giving Chelsea the chance to, if they can match the same amount that Al Ahly has, tabled for him, and manages to reach personal terms with Osimhen, and Osimhen would come to Chelsea. So that is the option Chelsea was exploiting. But Chelsea intentionally, stayed calm on that very deal, as they now pretended to be focused on signing Brentford striker Ivan Toney within the last 48 hours. And it was that decision of Chelsea to, focus, to pretend as if they wanted to shift the attention to Ivan Toney, that made Napoli to now signal Chelsea to come forward for Victor Osimhen. As I speak with you, negotiation is currently ongoing between the two clubs. Today is Wednesday, and they are having talks. Considering the fact that within the coming days, within the next 3 days, the transfer window is going to be short. So at the end of the day, Chelsea fans, I am telling you in all certainty that at the end of the day, Chelsea is going to bring in Osimhen at an affordable price at the club's own term, not on Napoli's demand. Todd Boehly is going to pull this through because Chelsea has demonstrated to Napoli that Osimhen is not the only option available to them. They can easily go for Gyökeres of Sporting Lisbon or Ivan Toney of Brentford. So this decision of Chelsea is making Napoli crazy right now because already they have paid about 45 million euro in total package to sign Romelu Lukaku. So what they will be looking right now is to recoup some money from Victor Osimhen and also get him off their book. So this is a very, very smart move from Todd Boehly. So you guys need to stop castigating this man and give him some credit. We all know an impact any top striker would play in this very Chelsea team. Because I said it earlier when Enzo Maresca was appointed that if you want a manager to succeed, you need to get in players that will help him. Guardiola is doing well at Manchester City is not because he's some magician, but because he has good players, quality players that can change things on the pitch. So if you get Chelsea, if you get Enzo Maresca, a proper striker to complement the players in this very team, then there is no doubting the fact that Chelsea would end up becoming a title contender in this very season. You heard me say so, and I'm very bold about it. So let's keep our fingers crossed to see what happens within the remaining 3 days of this transfer window. Thank you so very much for watching and keep following Sports Prediction Arena as I bring you more.